Getting better employees is easy if you understand this. Most founders think getting better employees is all about being lucky. Whether it's posting the right ad, praying the right candidates apply, and just hoping they don't quit in the first month. And this is exactly why they keep hiring B players who drain their time, money, and energy. The truth is, getting better employees is about one simple shift that can be the difference between scaling your business and wasting money. And you've never been told about this because headhunting agencies profit while you keep struggling. So in this video, I'm breaking down the exact reason why businesses get stuck with average talent, the proven system we have used at Remote Latinos to hire over 2,000 A players in over 40 different countries, and the 3 traps you must avoid if you want your next hiring to actually stick. Let's get into it. Most founders hire from desperation. They're already drowning in work, so they post vague job descriptions like, need a VA to help with admin. And this only attracts task doers, not outcome drivers. The biggest problem with this is they judge these candidates based on how good they sound on interviews rather than the result they will deliver. That's why you get people who look good on paper, say all the right things, but crumble when the real work starts. So I'm about to show you the exact language shift you need to make in order to avoid the situation from happening, and this will help you attract A players on a regular basis. Firstly, you need to stop hiring for tasks. You need to start hiring for outcomes. For example, a task would be managing an inbox. Outcome would be inbox is cleaned by 12 p.m. and emails flagged within 30 minutes. Another example of task would be posting on Instagram. Very vague. An outcome would be grow engagement by 15% and generate 5 inbound leads per week. When you define outcomes, you filter out people looking for easy work and attract the ones who drive result. However, outcomes are just one step. Here's what you also need. 1, your non-negotiables. What are your absolute non-negotiables for the role? For example, if you're looking to hire a closer in X experience, well, if they don't have that type of experience, you have to ask yourself, are you dedicated to teach them the experience that they need? Or do you want to only look at people with closing experience in your industry? I've seen both work great. It really just depends on the systems, the trainings, and the resources that you're willing to provide to this person on a regular basis. The next thing would be your filtering funnel. Before they hop on any interviews, every single candidate must go through a filtering funnel that includes an application, video, skill test, and personality test. So that way, number 1, you're gonna filter out people because most people are not gonna go through it. 2, the people that do go through it, you're gonna find out a lot of them do it incorrectly or they just don't qualify. And 3, are the people that actually go through the process, do the right things, and are qualified based on your current needs for your business. And 3, I just touched a little bit on this, which is the testing. I believe that every single candidate should do at least 2 testings. One is a skill test, and the other is a personality test. The skill test is a little bit more complex, and it depends on the position you're hiring for. So if you're hiring for an executive assistant role, you should look in the last 30 days of what their role would be. Whether you have this person already or you don't. If you don't have this role, you want to create a skill test based on the actual day-to-day KPIs that this role is going to do on a regular basis. And then you want to create a skill test for this. For example, when I hired my executive assistant, I had her help with payroll and I had her help with admin work. So I created skill tests around both of these subjects to be able to see what type of experience and what type of knowledge does she have about these specific subjects and how much more training is she gonna need. When it comes to personality tests, I've seen a variety that work. I personally recommend 16 personalities or DISC assessment. However, there are many other ones online. This one, I don't take too much into heart, but having people do this, you find a little bit more about them that you might not find through their application or the interview. Here's where everything changes. They're filtered and developed through a predictable system. This is exactly what we've been able to do at Remote Latinos for the last several years. We've worked with business owners such as Ryan Pineda and Eddie Malouf to help them find all sorts of talent for their businesses and many people in their own communities by using a predictable system to first find the talent, secondly, hardcore vet them, and 3, interview them with the business owners to make sure that they're hiring the right person from the start. There is nothing that's gonna cost you more in your business than the wrong hire over and over again. This is why it's so important as a small business to hire the right people from the very, very beginning. The wrong hire is not only gonna cost you money, but even worse, it's gonna cost you time and energy that you will never be able to get back. You can get the money back, but that time and energy is gone forever. This is why it's critical to hire the right people, especially while you're building your small business and you're establishing the culture culture you want to have for your company. So if you're consistently gambling on hires and you have no idea where to go or where to even find these people, if you head over to remotelatinos.com, we can help you find exactly the match that you're looking for. We hire for many different roles, whether it's sales, marketing, content, video editing, you name it, we place it. We work with agency owners, real estate investors, and even medical clinics to help them find exactly the needs that they want. And majority of our talent actually comes from Latin America, which means that they're gonna be in the same time zone, they speak fluent English, and they're experienced and skilled in whatever position that you need them for. So head over to remotelatinos.com, schedule a call with our team. Let us help you find your next A player. And thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.